Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the...
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission, and after careful consideration, we believe that...
The Traveler would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Indeed, as ever. I will spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission.
Rift Hounds? On Narukami Island?
Yes. We are not the sacred Sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already? Good. Then you can see that this case is very urgent indeed.
Is the Tenryu Commission aware?
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred Sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Hound's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryu Commission with their work, but so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Hounds has failed to substantially ameliorate. You have our... I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Hound appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming.
Relax. The sacred Sakura's in danger again, huh? Keeping the sacred Sakura safe was Hanachi Rusato's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it! Time to teach him a lesson! Surfboard? Need a surfboard? Let's run attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
Off we go!
Shine down!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
There There's no escape! Ha! 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 Torn to oblivion! Let's light it up!
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryou Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
Adventure time! Torn to oblivion! Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the Resolute.
Okay, sounds... You sure made short work of them!
I'm making early preparations for what is... Last time we took a walk around Ina's. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in...
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I considered this matter worthy of my... If the Shogun, rather than I, were to discover them...
Why?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed, but rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura.
A disaster?
Yes, everything was engulfed in a pit. The monsters. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. But an excess of caution,
Guess you can't argue with that.
since we are both here for the same. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area.
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company. Oh yeah, after we've dealt with them... This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Illusion shattered! We are lucky. The
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing? Huh? What's this? Could they be... What? Why would they...
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still... We will defend Inazuma. You... beasts and horror... Every last trace of humanity...
But... Look!
Not right now. The almighty Shogun is gone. I don't know how long we can hold out for.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... You're back! Please, we beg you. Only the glow of your...
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But...
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is... There are no monsters. Nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
He's gone.
Paimon can't even be...
If I am not mistaken, what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and an entity formed with strong filth would be purified. Filth quickly dissipates and will...
So the memories of the...
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. Yes, the disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. But my friend, I could tell that, although...
So...
Indeed. I never had the... But even then...
Hey...
Yes. All my martial might... But... When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the moving forward inevitably just think of that soldier. All those who sacrificed themselves as Inazuma's god. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land. I will never forget you, and all that you did.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Leave them to me. Shine down! There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Why would you ask that?
Well,
You are unduly concerned. Although I have some, I must be prepared for...
makes sense. Spoken like a seasoned... The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Furuyama?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off.
Fighting a battle in a distant land sounds like the...
Allow me to introduce Furuyama. Though blind, Furuyama...
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has... I'm afraid I'm unable... After all...
What should we do? Yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere.
I see. So, they have... Most of the residents in this neighborhood have... And now the Almighty Shogun is... Imagine if this was something that people flee... But me, the Almighty... Just listening to her stories... One thing she always says is... Good things... So you see...
Perhaps...
It won't be long, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Once this Oh, goodness me. The almighty Shogun comes to visit, and I don't... One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't smash it. Really? But it's always been right by my... I couldn't possibly have...
Don't worry about it.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are...
This place is... Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I never thought I can't decide whether it...
Where should we go to find a tea set? Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for...
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the
Oh, police?
Be at ease.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with...
Well, it's not often we have...
Right.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. So, in the he may well have the philosophy of...
You and Mako.
Indeed we did. In her eyes, they are when you came charging into the plane of Euthymia. Now,
Wow.
Makoto saw a bigger and ambition is a yearning for some... Makoto was...
That's...
To put it simply, I didn't understand at the time. I suppose what it comes down to is that... Yes, it does. But in the last...
Do you feel you're starting...
You have already but now...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set.
It's quite beautiful.
You are too kind. A humble servant such...
It's all good, sir. She's actually...
Let us return.
He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set him. So, we didn't even...
The information...
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've watched... The tea is ready. So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. I've been reminded. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the events.
She died at...
Yes. Unlike me, Mako... But this time... Yes. She had already... It was there. Why did she go to... It was there and then that I resolved...
That's
When I returned to Inazuma, that's exactly what no one questioned. In the end, with the help of the sacred Sakura's power...
This is all really...
Yes. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, and it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you
Sister, you mean to say that she was...
based on what we've learned so far...
I'm sorry. And also... So, I am afraid I can't...
Oh, what boy.
With this last cup of tea, let us thank you, Destiny.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last. is no escape! Once again.
Hey!
Shine down!
Are you alright?
I'm fine. Now you shall perish! Shine down! There is no escape!
Maybe you should leave this one to us.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monster. Look, that's the same light again.
Where am I? Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are you injured, Your Excellency? We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men! They're coming back for more! Let's get them!
Don't!
Danger is our duty, man.
No need to worry,
Is that a vision?
It certainly is. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble,
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. Just the sight of you appearing before us, this hope is the...
everyone on me!
We'll help too!
Huh? Affirmative, but what?
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Everybody stand back! Huh?
Come on out! Bye!
Illusion shattered!
Catch an epic wave!
Shine down! Let's light it up! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
Thank you all. I'm fine.
You fought phenom. The monsters will quickly escort Her Excellence.
When everyone sees.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the almighty Shogun, no matter what kind of threat.
Thank you all very much. I should not have left it this late to make this promise.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long with you leading us.
Glory to the Shogun! Glory to the Shogun!
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the... but even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed...
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing...
Thank you for your comforting words. But I used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and foremost a warrior. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things. Yes, they are. They are strong. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to no matter how long it takes. I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This, now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident, and
Alrighty then. He looks calm on the... She seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
my body... It looks like... this... No need. Can you... I need to go to the cave.
Why? What?
A battleground. One... Shine down! Illusion shattered! Shine down! There is no escape!
I should be due a growth spurt by now.
We're finally here.
Whoa! Where'd the Torii Gate come from?
This is a place. It looks like she...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is... Where are we go? Whoa. This place... Look! Look over there! It's another A!
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the One Within. But it is... Should the One Within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! Is that... the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show we are both warriors.
Are you,
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was, as she indicates, once I started entertaining, but inside a realm of consciousness. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Paimon gets that everyone hates showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something? But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
My form is a symbol of supreme... It inherits A's pain. The pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting determination. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering up. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did. Illusion shattered! Insolent! Inazuma shines eternal! The Kitsune Sakura blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the ground as pitch-black rain. As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
She's completely recovered?
Weak. Illusion shattered! Absurd! Now you shall perish! Shine down! Your verdict is decided. Your verdict is decided. Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Illusions are but distractions. Shine down! There is no escape! Your verdict is decided. Insolent. Now you shall perish! All desire, the divine lightning that envelops all of Inazuma, will fade silently into the clouds. There shall never be another. Never. For the rest. Of time. Absurd. Shine down. Inferior. Strike dead. Torn to oblivion. There is no escape. Weak. Be gone. Shine down. Only emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
It appears your martial prowess, but how long can...
How the heck?
She was built...
Then...
Maybe if I don't do this is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many times, 500 years ago, here in the present, they... It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is not. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma during my absence.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Looks like we got... Oh, what do we do? Are we really just gonna leave A and the Shogun to... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but... Still... Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, and has it... What if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen. And then she might never leave again! Yeah, we should help her out, like we did last... Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her win the... Well, whatever, we can't let anything bad happen... Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore! Okay, well, first things first, we gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice, don't feel Paimon now! Okay. Oh, you're right. Who knows if she really understands...
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. You're all tangled up in another situation and need me to... I hope you realize how lucky you are.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why, rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she playing dumb? She's doing this on purpose, for sure!
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter, all I know...
Because Raiden Makoto...
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
By the protection of the Electro Archon, may the blossoms of this sacred sakura...
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just to the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm...
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't...
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, everything is turbulent and disordered. This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you...
What? Alright, well, Paimon, stay here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
You... Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine. Paimon's coming too.
Oh. Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now... I say... Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been... By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
How can this be? You have returned. But How were you able? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were over countless battles. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against for your firm commitment to enforce it. You bring honor to now these two return once more to this space. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Huh. So you're finally will stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush dreams. You have endured. I will endure forever. Witness the final shine down calamity. In spirit. Purge all obstacles. There is no escape. Transcend all constraints. Shine down! This, I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon and whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishi. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of this power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power. When I clasped it was at once of him. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, You truly have changed. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled your... It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick... Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power... a convoluted way to reach you, but... Well, there was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. But... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. But I know that they don't look down on me. See? It was with this possibility in mind that— Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite an—
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is a concept intimately
a place where perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet.
Well, I'm not
I know what you mean. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something you've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura.
No. But I understand why now. It was because—
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it did?
The sacred Sakura is—
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the— And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to your— At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to— Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced—
Does that mean it It wasn't by chance that we ended up...
I thought that the flow of time was... My first thought was... Has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks.
Hey, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see that I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see...
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously...
Oh, come on. You...
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder... Does that qualify me to make... Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today. After that...
Really?
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it. Of the electro arc. Sakura blooms. See that he stays safe.
Need a surfboard? Carving waves! Add Astro. Thank you for...
Ever tried chasing waves before? You wanna try?
Wait. Huh?
The most important part of going out to have fun is, well, going out. So just show up and I'll handle the rest.